So we are live and welcome to this intelligence series tech talk show. And my name is Florence Adeleke, and I am your host for tonight. And together with me in the studio, virtual studio, I have Queen Ambassador Esther Adeleke. She is the founder and CEO of Tesa Global Solutions. And by the way, today is also a birthday. So please, if your aunt's busy, kindly give her a shout, a clapping, to say happy birthday to her. So let's do that right now in the virtual room. So thank you very much. We are currently streaming on both LinkedIn and Facebook right now. So please, if you're watching us wherever you are, I want you to share this link. Share this link everywhere to your friends, to your families, because this intelligence um, series has been created just for you. If you're a career professional, if you're someone who wants to switch into tech, if you're someone who wants to switch into tech, or you want to learn how you can future proof your career in this world of AI, right? This is an event you don't want to miss. It's a weekly live show, and we meet here every Friday by 9 p.m. So a quick one, I would like to share a brief story with you before we get started. And then I'm going to bring my guest on the show. Right. Last week we started with the Workers' Day edition, and because of the time frame, we decided to continue with that part and even had more value to it. Now, and I asked a question last week that how many workers are actually happy right now, not just thankful that they have a job, not just coping, but fulfilled, growing, and confident about the future, about what the future holds. Now, for me, this question is personal. I entered into entrepreneurship later, but I entered work very early. All right. For most of you that have known me for a while on this space, I'm sure you will say, oh, but you've been in the business. Yes, I started business very early in terms of, what we call self-employed and all that kind of business when I was even in secondary school or after secondary school, and then getting into, but then it was not like my real business. This was maybe what you call a side business or something. I was not yet building solutions like what I am doing today. So, but I entered work very early, and at 17, while still in school, I was already selling. I learned vocational skills, production, baking, soap making, name it. I produced and sold just to support myself and my family. Even then, I was not just doing tasks. I was thinking about how value is created. And that's what has shaped my life to this point. After school, I went into tech. I did systems engineering, networking, certifications. I invested heavily in myself because I have always been future forward. I believe that if I kept learning, opportunity would eventually meet preparation. But that meeting didn't just happen immediately. That meeting did not happen immediately, all right? After my first major certification, I did not get a job in 2020. I did CCNA, right? I still did, and I did not sit still. Like many people, or many of you might be watching me right now, you might be participating right now. You've learned one skill or the other, you've gotten different certifications, but it looks like no job is coming. Don't sit still. Do something, create value. I volunteered, no salary, just transport support. But I entered that office with a mindset that changed everything. I was not asking what tax can I perform. I was asking how does this business make money? And back then, where I volunteered, one of the things I did was to help create value. Oh, what do we have? How can I create value? So I started thinking like an owner inside an office I did not own. I identified unused resources and I created small revenue streams. Then I decided to, oh, we had these machines and all that. We're into consulting, business consulting, but we had machines that can serve business like that we can use to do what people in Nigeria call business center. So, and I had a laptop. So I told my boss then, I said, can I just be typing for people so that we can use that to drive awareness into our office? This was me. I brought that initiative and I was the one implementing it. Remember, I was a volunteer, but I was thinking like the co-CEO in that business. Remember, I'm still talking about being a happy worker, all right? Not just working to survive, but working so that you can thrive. And you can only thrive when you have vision. And the social media, what's about visibility, growth. So that single mindset shift is why till today, I am not, I am remembered. My boss said, still gives me that to, oh, someone that, generate anything. When I formally entered the tech industry, learning and something similar happened again. I was hired as an associate quickly beyond closely with sales solutions projects because we help shaped offerings. So when I'm talking to a client, I'm not talking from, oh, I'm a network engineer. I want to know what is their core problem and what is a solution that I can create that match them from the technical point of view, and then provide sales team with the best approach to selling that solution to that client. And that helps close quite a number of beyond your role. What value can you offer your organization? You need to begin to think about that. So I connected technical possibilities to business outcomes. In less than a year, management wanted to prepare me for leadership. And I remembered my MDs telling me that, oh, you are now in management training. I was like, manager, what? I wasn't pretty ready for that. So I wanted more out of my tech career. And then I decided to, put. Not because I was the most technical person in the room. I wasn't the most technical person in the room, but because I could think. I see myself more like the business owner. So I'm always thinking about what every business needs most is revenue, regardless of your job role. Think, or the way I think is what I'm doing right now. How does this help? How does this help this organization to achieve their number one goal? In less than a year, management, okay, like I said, this is important. I was never the most technical person in the room, but I consistently solved problems. Over time, I realized something about myself. My strength was not just tech. It was strategy, business thinking, product thinking. So you see, seeing how different skills come together, that awareness is what guided every pivot I made. Even when I worked in high pressure environments, even when I did not like the job, Even when I was overwhelmed, I was never there just to survive a salary. I was building, I was positioning. And when it was time to leave full-time employment, it did not collapse me because I know who I am. I wasn't thinking about, hey, how will I survive now if I leave this job? What will happen to me? Some of you, you cannot dare it. You cannot dare leave your job. Why? You're scared. Why? You don't have value. Or probably you have value, but you don't know how you're going to position your value to attract the right opportunity. So you're suffering in silence. You can be a happy worker. You can be a happy worker if you make a choice. And if you make the choice to stand out, if you make the choice to position yourself, if you make the choice not to just be chasing, in quotes, money alone, but when you're beginning to see yourself as a solver, you begin to think differently and life begins to make sense for you. And when, like I said, when it was time for me to leave full-time employment, it did not collapse me because I had been preparing long before the exit. This is why AI did not threaten me. I was even using AI in my previous place of work, and AI really helped me in terms of speed, delivery, and providing excellent customer experience, customer support in my last role. AI helped me in solving problems fast because I was also able to use it. I had already learned the difference between executing tasks and creating leverage. That was the reason why AI did not threaten me when it entered the picture. This is what tonight is all about. How you can stay focused, how you can grow, how you can build leverage, and how you can position for opportunities. AI is not replacing people randomly. It is replacing roles that never evolve beyond execution. We are witnessing the quiet death of the digital assistant and the rise of the strategist. AI cannot replace strategists. So Workers' Day should not only celebrate work, it should force us to ask a deeper question. Is it work you are doing today? Is the work you're doing today preparing you for the future you want? Uh, you want? It is about the way you think and how you think, how you position, how to respond to change. If you ever felt stuck, anxious, or uncertain about where your career is headed, you're not alone. This conversation is for you. Once again, I welcome you to join us. Lean in, ask your question, drop comments, send us email. We'll be glad to respond to you. I still have with me Queen Esther Adeleke. Queen Esther.
Yes, I'm
Hello,
here.
Queen Esther. Yes, your camera
Hello.
seems not to be on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Your camera is not on though. Yeah, now it's off. So we want to have this conversation, and that's why you're here in the studio. And first of all, I want you to share a bit of your story, maybe in 2, 3 minutes, for people looking for maybe jobs, people who want to switch jobs, people who need opportunities, people who want to learn a tech skill, but or they've even learned tech skills. Just share your inspiring story.
All right. So good evening, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me clearly. Okay, so I would start with this. There are three ways to actually access opportunities. Number one, through information, access to the right information, right? The one you applied for through the information you got, right? So number two is through your network, referrals, relationship. And number three is the one you attract through your personal branding and your positioning. All right. So many of you may not have the connection, and many of you may not have the referrals, the network, and the likes of it. But you can build on number one, number two, number one, which is access to the right information. I mean, information is everywhere. And number two, personal branding, the one you attract to yourself. So personal branding and positioning, online positioning. Okay, so basically, if you are going to be assessing opportunities without, I mean, you are starting from scratch, you did not come from a privileged background, all right, and you are looking to get access to opportunities. Trust me, you don't need, I mean, you don't really have to come from, although if you have privileges, take advantage of it. I mean, it would save you some trials and errors, right? But if you don't have, you need to understand that it is left to you to, you know, take, you know, to be intentional, all right, to take your life very serious. I mean, to live more consciously than any other person. I mean, if you come from a rich background or privileged background, you don't need to be careful. You don't need to be, doing, you don't necessarily have to be doing personal branding. I mean, all the things you need, they are, available at your disposal. But if you don't have all of those privileges, take your life very seriously. I mean, extra seriously, or let me say extraordinarily serious. Because nobody is coming, just like they usually say, nobody is coming to save you. It's only Jesus that saves. So nobody is coming to save you, right? So you need to be very, very conscious of your decision. You need to live intentionally. All right. So when I started out, it wasn't like, there was any big privilege. All right. I was just a very ambitious, tech lady. And yeah, our host here, she paved the way in tech. Yeah, she's my tech mentor. So I just started. I had skills, but I did not know how to monetize my skills. I did not know how to attract clients. All right. I've taken courses, taken different things, but I did not know how to. So I started out on LinkedIn. So I had a coach then that taught us, content writing. Then he also taught us LinkedIn and all of that. So I only had like I created LinkedIn accounts just to go and apply for jobs, right? So and because the job section is there, so you just go there. And the moment you go to that job section and you want to apply for one job, you see over 100 people have applied. So that alone will discourage you, but you still have to keep pushing and keep pushing that. Okay, maybe don't. They usually say that don't disqualify yourself before you. So just keep pushing. But you know what? All of those things did not work. All right, I did not get any single opportunity from applying through that job section. It was when I started, positioning myself, when I started building my personal brand, when I started implementing some strategies, that was when, opportunities started, coming to me, right? So LinkedIn is more like it gives you a level playing ground, right? So you don't need to know somebody that knows somebody to get opportunities. All right. And the fact that LinkedIn is already there, you need to just know the right strategies to implement in order to access opportunities, right? So one of the ways just like I said earlier, that one of the ways you can access opportunities, access to the right information. So you need to follow pages that share opportunities. You need to follow many of you are connecting with your fellows that are looking for opportunities like you. All right. So all those your peers that are looking for opportunities that you're connecting with, the only advantage they can add to your page is maybe to be commenting on your page, to be, giving you visibility, or let me say to be liking your post, but they cannot give you opportunities. All right. Many of you don't connect with HR, you don't connect with decision makers, and LinkedIn is not for cloud chasing. LinkedIn is not for, just chasing likes, followers, views. LinkedIn is not for that. If you are really, really serious about getting opportunities, you don't need, if you are looking for all of those vanity metrics, just go to Instagram, go and build on Instagram and TikTok. but really, really need opportunity. Yes, vanity metrics, building like and followers on LinkedIn is good. But beyond that, how are you going to convert them, right? So you should know that LinkedIn is not just about it's not just about the what's it called, the vanity metrics, all right? It's about the decision makers, the people that would see your work and would appreciate your work. So you need to like shift your mindset from being a job seeker on LinkedIn, because a job seeker is someone who waits for, you know, opportunities, you wait for openings, you apply to opportunities endlessly and hoping that somebody will select you, right? But if you want to position yourself as an opportunity creator, all right, as an opportunity creator, you need to first of all build visibility, right? Building visibility doesn't mean you need to have millions of followers. I don't have millions of followers, right? I just have few thousands of followers. So you don't need millions of followers. Just show up. Let the decision makers see you on their timeline. That is it. And decision makers will not like, when they will not even like your post. That's one thing about them. They are more like silent watchers. They will not like your post. Right. So if you are, getting worked up on, oh, I have just one like today, I have just two like today. The fact that your post is reaching people and you are seeing impression, you are seeing reach, you are seeing impression, it means it is reaching people, like it is coming to people's timeline, but they are not just liking it, even though they are seeing you consistently, right? So decision makers are not people that would engage on your post
Sorry,
because they are very
sorry,
proud.
hello, Queen Esther. Let me pause you right there. Just to add to what you said about decision makers may not like your post. You see, this happened to me just recently. I was in church and um after we closed the service, I was greeting a very senior minister. And just as I greeted her, she said, "Oh, I see you everywhere on the internet." And you know what? I don't even know her account. I don't know where she sees me. And I made a post. I made a post where I said that okay, I'm resolving the consultant's title soon. And do you know that a deputy VC of a particular university, a prestigious university, called me that very morning, that very moment. And it was like, why are you resolving consultancy? Even though you're going to the next level, don't just, I mean, that means, but there was no like, I don't even know whether it says the post. And I was also talking to a particular decision maker sometimes, some days back too. And you know what he said? He said, I'm your ardent follower. But guess what? I have never seen a single like of it on my post. So, guys, don't measure that vanity metric is really what I want to dwell on. Don't measure your visibility by that, especially on a platform like LinkedIn. When you're showing up on LinkedIn, you're not showing up as a content creator. Queen Esther, do you want to say something about that? How should you actually show up? What are the things? Is it just by posting, okay, today I did it? How should you show up to position for opportunities? Give us just like 3 practical tips in 2 minutes.
Okay. So how to show up for opportunities is not that very hard, right? So you're not basically trying to impress, you're just basically trying to reflect who you are online, right? Just being authentic, not like authentic in such a way that you're showing both your bad, your poor experience, and all of that. Because when people say be authentic, they want you to, even show that you're crying online, show all your real and bad. So how to position yourself basically is to have a clear brand positioning. I mean, your brand profile, your profile page is number
Wait
one.
a
Your
minute.
picture.
Please, we need to talk about that positioning. What does that mean? Because you just mentioned something that looks very big. Tell us. Please break it down.
Okay, so when it comes to brand positioning, so that is what I'm actually working on. So brand positioning starts with the optimization, right? your profile optimization. So your picture, the way you what they see on your profile, your bio, right? You're not just putting your a title there, you are putting what you sold. All right. So beyond putting the title, ensure that you are adding what you sold, right? So let's say, oh, I'm a digital marketer. Digital marketer, okay, people just business owners does not know what digital marketers does, all right? So you just feel that loose. And even though they know about digital marketer, they can't really predict what part of digital market. So you need to be able to tell them what you specialize in or what you do. Okay, I'm a digital marketer and I help, entrepreneurs, founders, and CEOs to grow their visibility, generate leads, because if they are able to see that, oh, you can actually help them build visibility, you can help them get leads, you can help them, make sales and generate sales, right? So they would know that, okay, this person can work with me, right? Or if your niche is, oh, communication, marketing communication, and, content marketing, email marketing, anything around communication content and all of that. So you ensure that you specify your niche, right? So brand positioning, encompasses your, your brand profile, right? Your brand profile, your message, your communication, your message, the kind of content you put out there, right? The kind of content you put out there, your, how, because the kind of content you put out there is what would position you as an authority in that's your field, all right? People say that, oh, yeah, you are this, you are that. Okay, how will they know that you are actually this? You need to push out content around what you do, right? What you do. It's not like you have to put out, things that are private, but what you do, your work, your impact, your, influence, your, activity and the likes of it. People want to see evidence that, oh, this person is out there, this person is actually doing this. So all of those put together is what gives you like a positioning. Like positioning is more like, oh, people see you in a certain way. It's more like a personal branding. People see you position yourself as, as a marketer. So you have to look like it. Your content, your activity, it doesn't mean that you have to be posting about marketing, right? But let people see you that, oh, this person, because LinkedIn is a professional platform, right? Okay, let's say if I mention Pella, what will come to your mind is an unserious person, right? A TikToker, a streamer. So that's his own positioning. That's his own positioning. So people already sees him as a comedian. People already sees him as, oh, this is what he does, right? So remember about you? Like, what can they like point to you that, oh, you actually do, and this is what you really, really thrive in, right? So you can build yourself in any field. You can decide to be a comedian. You can decide to just ensure that people can point to one thing that you do that is very, you can be a multi-potentialite, but ensure that there is one part of your life that is very loud, like more louder than others, right? So ensure that you build that loudness or that audacity in one field that people can know that, oh, this person is doing this. Even with the fact that you are doing other things, but let one be more louder, than the others. I do so many things and potentialize. I own a fashion brand. I do, but what is more louder in my, is digital marketing, right? So people see me as a marketing professional and whole, but I have other things. So ensure that you've built authority, you've built like a positioning in one area so that when people see you, they see you as, oh, this is who this person is. So that is basically what brand. So your bio, your profile, when people go to your LinkedIn page, how compelling or how appealing is your profile to them? All right, your about me or about us, your picture. Don't just put a random selfie picture. Why use AI if you don't have a corporate picture, right? Ensure that it is authentic. So just ensure that you look professional, just like the word LinkedIn. Just or let me say, just like what LinkedIn is all about. LinkedIn is a professional platform, right? So you yourself, you have to look professional, even if you are not a professional person as a natural person. You have to like maybe fake it to look like it, or it's not like you are faking it, but you are positioning yourself the way the platform would actually accept you. Because if you position yourself as an unserious person, nobody will accept you. So you have to, even if you're an unserious person in real life, ensure that you bring a seriousness part of you online. So ensure that it's not like you're trying to fake. You're just trying to right. So there's a difference between packaging and fake. Like packaging is the fact that you have the real content, you have value in you. So even if you don't have much resources, you want to look for other things to complement your value so that people can see your value in it. But fake life is when you don't even have the value, you don't have anything, and you're just showing up there. And when people now reach out to you, you don't have anything to deliver. Right. So yeah. So basically
Thank
that's
you very much. Thank you very much for that. I want to I recently got access to your book on LinkedIn visibility, and I was like, wow, 158 on LinkedIn positioning and visibility. How many days will it take to run a masterclass over that book? I was just asking myself. So, and I'm going to just share I'm going to share my screen now, and I just want to ask a particular question from that so I can show the audience what you've got here. And I think that everyone should get this. Everyone should get this. Everyone should get this book. You talked about your story, and I really connected with your story. And I know that as your as your number one mentor in this field, I remember when you shared with me then, and you're like, this LinkedIn, I want to take it serious. I want to take it serious. From how many followers, please? Can you say it then that you had? How many followers and connection?
I think I had just 500 plus, but I can't really remember, but just 500 plus.
And now you're at where? In how many months?
10,000 plus, going to 11,000.
In how many months, please? That's
Okay,
because
let me
it's
say in, I can't really, but it was last year though, but I can't really remember the month. But it was
so
last year
let's
I
say
started
in
the
one
business.
year.
Last year
Let's
was
say in
like,
1 year.
yeah.
So you can just imagine how consistency can can blow up, you know, the little things that you're doing every day. The problem with many young people is not that they don't know what to do. It's not that they don't have the capacity. They don't have the skill. It is being consistent and showing up rightly. Your CV alone is not enough to get you the job. Late last year, I interviewed a different set of people, and I'm really shocked. This is one of the reasons why these guys have learned skills, of course. But then I, as an entrepreneur, as an employer, I could see the gap. And I told myself, what can I do? I asked myself, what can I do? Will I just sit there and complain that Nigerians don't have good skilled people? And the ones that are well skilled, they don't even want to work with a startup. They don't want to work with an SME or someone that is just coming up. Their positioning is for Upwork and all those freelance that they can get paid in foreign currency. And I said, well, DFSIP is going to be an answer to that. Digital Flossie Skills, Intelligence and Innovation Program. Not another training course, another course or training, but a transformational system to build capacity, to build mindset, to build communication, to build everything that makes you a success when it comes to your career. So that you stop doing the work or you are there years, fourth year, fifth year, you're stuck. Excuse me. This is tonight is not the night is personally that are hurting, very hurting. People staying on a particular job for 10 years. No increment, nothing. Yet highly skilled, highly valuable, but they can't sell themselves. They can't sell themselves. They can't position. There's the mentality of, how do I call it? Is that mindset the victim? Someone that is waiting for somebody to help him or her, waiting for connection. You are your own connection. You know how to use what God has given to you well. You will create opportunities for yourself. You will create platforms for yourself. Actually, that reminds me of something. Esther, do you
Yeah.
remember? Do you remember some times ago when you were still, testing out your skill and when you started out as a is it content writer, and
Yeah.
for talking opportunity for you to be a guest, speaking engagement. And
Yeah. Public
when I told you that,
words, spoken words. It was a spoken word. Yeah.
and I
I
told you,
know.
what did I say to you then? I said, don't look for it, create your own. That was how, right? Tell us about that,
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
creating opportunity for yourself.
that would actually stayed with me because I was like, oh, I was looking for platforms, looking for, people to just accept me, people to just give me opportunities, push you like, there should be just one person that will push you, more like a godfather, godmother, that will just give you one big platform. You just have one big break, just like your mates are having. But then she told me that create your own platform. If opportunities that don't come, create your own platform, create your own opportunities. And that was how I started, right? That was how I was looking for speaking about, and I started with that word. That word stayed with me, and I hosted my own first. I was looking for people to invite me to speak, and I hosted my own webinar. All right, so I was the one now even inviting people to come and speak at my event, and now from glory to glory, people are now inviting me to speak.
Hallelujah. So
People are
let me
inviting me
just
to
quickly
speak.
do
Oh
something
my
as we
god!
wrap up in the next 5 minutes. I want to share my screen and I want to show people what you've got here. Because if you're watching this, whether live or rebroadcast, you need to get this. And Esther is giving out because today is our special birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Let me take it local. Let me take it local in Nigeria. We say or in our own dialect. Ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí máa jó e. Ọmọ ọlọ́jọ́
So
ìbí máa jó e. Òní lọ́jọ́ ayọ̀ rẹ ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí máa jó. It means that today is a day of joy, celebrants. Uh,
really, really.
yes, celebrants should should rejoice. So I'll just share a quick one and then we're going to call it a day for tonight. There's so much that we want to share. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Someone say happy birthday to you in the comments. I have a question. I have someone's hand. Is it my hand? Oh, okay. I think that was the one that I raised up. So let me quickly share my screen. Let me share this window. Yeah, you've got this here. And when I reviewed that, and I was like, this is massive. So this is Esther's book, LinkedIn Visibility and Opportunity Blueprint. And trust me, if you follow this, you will come back with a testimony. You will come back with a testimony. Unlock opportunities, attract clients, build influence. So if this is something you want, this is something you want to get. Let me show you what you've got here. You've got the intro, story from job seeking to opportunity creating. This is actually the part, the shift. Remember that the focus for this season one is the $130 billion opportunity. Now, she shifted from what made the difference is not because she learned more new skills. Of course, she's growing in building, in owning her skills, but she shifted from job seeking to opportunity creating. What opportunity are you creating for yourself? Or you're just sitting there praying and fasting and hoping without you. So this is something that I said we're going to talk about, but because of our time, and I want to ensure that we keep to the time slot for this, we are going to continue the conversation. This is not a one-time conversation. Chapter 1 talks about setting the foundation, the psychology, and positioning yourself. There's a worksheet that comes with this as well. But she talks about the positioning statement. How do you write your positioning statement? How do you define your LinkedIn goals? You are going to find that in the worksheet. She talks about the chapter 2, which talks about crafting a powerful profile. So you want to see, how do you craft a powerful profile? Regardless of your role, regardless of what you do, you can stand out. You can stand out. Then there's also a worksheet there to help you rewrite your about session. Tell me, okay, let's keep going. Then there's a checklist, optimize LinkedIn profile step by step. Then there's chapter 3, which talks about positioning yourself for opportunities, how to show your expertise without overselling, building credibility, recommendation features, highlights, and thought leadership. Social proof that convert testimonials, collaboration, opportunity, recognition. And there's also an exercise for you there. Create your LinkedIn credibility map. Wow, what's missing versus what's in place. Content creation mastery. This is another one. The 3E framework: educate, engage, empower. See that? How to write magnetic hooks that stop the scroll. A lot here for you. Practical task to draft. So you're going to draft your first post. Tell me how we have access. And look at this. It is about 158 pages. If you're going to follow this, you will not need another course on LinkedIn. I'm telling you. When I was, but she has grown so big now. She's now a founder and a CEO, just like me. So I told her, I said, I want to do something for my community. Please, what can you do? They need to get this book because I am using this book myself and I'm seeing results. And for me, it's not about hoarding. Success is not hoarding information. Success is, helping others, impacting others. That's the definition of success for me. Success is not the nice jewelries, the things that I accumulate for myself. No. And I do say this, and I'll keep saying it over and over again, that I didn't go into entrepreneurship. Yes, every business is to make money. But my comes with impact first. And that's why even before I launched out fully into entrepreneurship right now, I have been making impact. And you all can bear witness. You can check all my pages. You're going to see a lot of trainings I've done free. Because I believe that only Africans build Africans. And I'm very focused on the African continent. Focus on it. Empowering our young graduates, empowering people, empowering business owners, empowering women in business, especially helping them lead in the world of AI without having to be afraid of it. Growth and engagement. So you have leveraging opportunities, visibility system, monetization, and next step. So guys, if this is something that you want right now, Tesa is giving you all a birthday gift. And if I may ask, yeah, even me, this didn't come free, all right? So this is a book that costs over 10,000 naira. And that's very, very affordable. Why? She didn't price it high. Why? Because the purpose, the goal was not just to make money, but to make information that can transform young people accessibility, right? Without having to break the bank. So you can have access to this book tonight within the next 24 hours instead of 10,000 naira, which is the current price. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to plead with her. I said, These people cannot just attend this show and go like that. For me, knowledge not apply is a waste of time. When you come on events like this, when I do free stuff, I don't do free stuff in the name of free stuff. I give value, excellence at the core of whatever I do. If it's not going to be excellent, I don't do it. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing right now. I want to give the best to my community. And that's why she has busy schedules. She has visitors. She has a lot of things going on. And I said, you've got to be here because it's still Happy Workers Day. And I want workers that are truly happy. I've been in that situation working and not happy. But I was not happy in terms of, oh, I'm not happy about this money I'm earning and this. There's no satisfaction anymore. Because I know who I am, I know what I'm building towards, I know my calling. I'm not just surviving. For many of you, you don't even know your purpose. You don't know what calling. So if this is where they're paying the higher salary, you want to jump there. If this is where they're going to give you extra 50K on more than what you're currently, you want to jump there. You're just here and there. You're just here and there. So this is the time for you to take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your career. Stop jumping from one place to the other. Oh, AI, I want to learn this. You learn this one, you jump on another one. Oh, I want to learn that. You're not focused. Some of you don't need to learn more new skills. You just need to first own the skills that you already have, master it, then build your positioning, and then launch out. And then you begin to attract the opportunity, even if it is social media. You can master social media automation, master the core aspect of social media that brings in revenue for businesses. Think like a business owner that is doing social media, not somebody that just wants to be posting. I don't need somebody that just wants to be posting for me. There are metrics that are measured. Those are the things that should guide how you position yourself. What are the metrics that is most important, that is very important to business owner as a social media manager, as a social media marketer? So don't just be a manager. We don't need that in this world. I mean, AI is gonna do that for me. I need someone that can market. I need someone that can use the to produce results. So we're going to stop for. I love this conversation and I love the fact that you're here. Thank you for everyone who joined, for those who are in the live studio, for those who are watching on LinkedIn, for those who are watching on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Please, you're going to drop a comment below and type visibility, right? Type visibility to get access to this book. So, Queen Esther, how much are you giving my people to get access to this book? Because I know you told me yesterday that it's going to close by 11:59. That because of my request, you have to I wish I can actually share our chat right now. Now because of my request, you have to just go and edit it. You have to go and edit it and say the price is you gave me 2.5. Is it still what we have? Thank you very much. That's whooping 75% off. Whooping 75% off. Guys, everyone know that this is not affiliate marketing. I'm not affiliating for her. That, oh, let me help you sell on this show, then you give me commission. I'm bigger than that. But I want to affiliate, it's not a 2.5 product. So if you love yourself, you're going to grab the copy of this and start working on it. And once you get it, you can send her a DM. Just send request for a connect with her. Send her a DM. Tell her you got the book. And I believe that can they hire you? Maybe if they need. I know that you do other in terms of personal coaching and all that.
It comes with free coaching and mentorship just to put you through and oversee your growth if you are actually
Wow.
serious about putting your LinkedIn. Yeah, so it comes with clarity, free clarity section, clarity call, and to oversee your growth until you achieve results. So yeah, I'm not just leaving you with the book. I'm also, walking you through and guiding you through.
Follow will no road, oh. Follow will no road, oh. Aha. Even me, I didn't say that. Oh, I raised her. I cannot learn from her. I learn from even the see, even my baby. I learn from my baby. So there's you see. So that is the growth mindset. If you don't grow, you don't glow, and if you don't glow, that's poverty. So on this note, I'm going to end the conversation. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight on this Intelligence Talk Tech Show. That's the FG Intelligence Series, the 130 billion opportunity. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who joined. And I also want to use this opportunity to invite you to our masterclass. We're going to be having a masterclass, and I believe that I will be having our Tesa Global as well in that masterclass, and also a reveal, because that's going to be it's going to be private. Oh, we have Precious Nse here in the lobby. We are about to wrap up. This is a talk show. Precious, you're welcome. You're welcome. So this is a talk show and it's just an hour or less. As a matter of fact, I want to see how we can keep it between 30 to 45 minutes so that when people have to watch the rebroadcast, it's not too long for them. Thank you for joining. You're going to get it. And you might want to watch the rebroadcast because Tessa, that's Queen Esther, she's giving a LinkedIn visibility. Let me share my screen again and show you guys what this is going to help you achieve. I am very particular about helping my community. This is not, like I said, it is not athletes. I'm not affiliating for this. I'm a big fish. I don't do small things. All right. So this is this book is 10,000 naira, but I told Tessa that this show is not to sell, it's to help people improve and grow. So I just want you to give them at right yesterday. Somebody still, I think 2 days ago, she did 24 hours, and somebody she did 24 hours for 3,000, and somebody paid that 3,000. And I said, I don't want my people to give them 75%. And she said, you are my sister now, you cannot request, and I will not answer your request. So these are the things that you're going to get right from this book. And it also comes with free clarity sessions to help your positioning with her. So every strategy that she used to build followership within 1 year from 500 to 10,000 followers in this book. The content, the growth, engagement, mastery, and it also comes with different scripts and outreach templates. It comes with 30 days visibility challenge. It comes with checklist, content publishing guides, the do's and don'ts. It comes with creating your own LinkedIn visibility map. Then it comes with your, the worksheets. So basically, everything you need. So you don't need, once you go through this book and implement, you will not need another LinkedIn class or those any other class. This is all you will need to really grow your visibility. I want to say a very big thank you. Next week, we are going to be looking at auditing your career. So I am building an application that will help you. And then I have the prompt. Let me just quickly read out what that prompt is, right? I wish to give this prompt to those who are live here so that by the time you are coming next week, that you are going to have it and we're going to do it on this text. So for next week edition, it's going to be practical. So we are going to be, this is an AI, AI empowered show, right? So we'll be learning AI, we'll be learning skills. But then, first of all, mindset shift, positioning is very key because it's not about the skills you learn. It's about your mind. It's about the things, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive being valuable, how you build yourself for value, and when you are not just seeking for a job, but you are creating opportunity, you are creating value. So that mindset shift is very, very important. If not, no matter what you learn, no matter the investment you make in yourself, you won't still get the result. So what I have here is a system that I'm going to give you. So for those of you that are here tonight, just comment prompt, or use the link around this video. If you're watching on the social media, our subscribers link, subscribe directly to there. So even though if whether you're already on our mailing list or not, you have to subscribe. Those are the ones that we have automation working, so for different audience category. So if you don't subscribe to this Tech Talk show, you will not have access to this particular prompt and the application as well. So you want to do that right away. So what it has 3 sections or 4. Yeah, it has 4 sections. The first section covers the current context. What is your job role? The last role you did, what you did, how you currently earn money, salary, business, and everything. Then the second part talks about your daily execution. How do you do the things you do? Then the third session talks about value creation. How does your work contribute to revenue growth, cost saving, or strategic decisions? Remember that here we don't do tasks. We are raising strategies, people who help businesses to generate outcomes, and not people who are merely show. So you don't want to miss next week. Is purely live, and then from there you will know the next thing you need to do. So stop jumping from, oh, I want to learn grok, I want to learn this, I want to learn, every day new AI tools are coming out. So stop jumping around different AI tools. Learn the one that will help you to create value, not you just chasing. No, that's not what businesses are looking for. All right, so thank you very much for joining us tonight. I truly would love to have. Make sure you join us next week and invite somebody as well. Thank you, Precious, for joining. I would have loved to hear your voice. Let me unmute you. Are you in a place where you can speak? I know you attended our last workshop. So do you have anything, any question? I have turned on your audio so you can speak.
Right. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so
Good
much.
evening.
Although I joined late, but so far so good. I think it's very insightful, talking about LinkedIn visibility and not jumping from one AI to the other. To get a mastery of one. So yeah, thank you real good. Thank you, man, for the
Glad
audience.
to
I
have
appreciate
you. This is this intelligent this tech talk show. I love the word intelligence. If I don't mention it, I feel like this is DFG Intelligence Series Tech Talk Show, and we episode 2, part 2 of the topic, the death of a digital assistant and the rise of strategists, the Worker Special Edition, finally wrapping up that segment tonight. So thank you, and I will see you next week where we are going to be doing career audits. So career audits. See you next week. Don't miss it because I cannot guarantee a replay for that one. Use our IP. Yeah. So you are going to get it for free when you attend live. Bye.